I don't even know how to start this video because what I read today genuinely shocked me. Imagine living in 2026 and there are still reports of a festival where women are allegedly assaulted in public, not in secret, not hidden, a festival in public, broad daylight. This is what is currently happening in Ozoro Delta State, and I am honestly struggling to even process this information. So here's what has been going viral. Reports started circulating online of a festival happening in Ozoro in Delta State where men are allegedly assaulting women in public by stripping, assaulting, and violating them during this event. These videos showed so much chaos. There were men literally running after women, chasing them, surrounding them, and in one of these horrifying videos, there was a crowd of men, I'm talking dozens of men, closing in on just one woman, pulling, grabbing, trying to tear her clothes, and men were just there recording it because obviously it is a man that is recording it since the women are supposed to stay inside. So like I said, videos and posts began spreading online and people were beginning to call this a raping festival, which is quite horrifying to even say out loud. It's very annoying to my tongue. According to recent reports, some arrests have already been made, which include some of the organizers of this event. So this isn't just some Twitter talk. This is enough for an official investigation. Now, from what I understand, this whole charade is tied to a traditional festival in that community. And as much as I always try to approach our culture with respect, because it is part of who we are, I don't believe that your culture should be an excuse to harm people or to violate them. Because even if something has been done for years repeatedly, the moment it puts women in danger, we have to question it. Why does it still exist? Tradition should be evolving. It should not be traumatizing. After some of these videos were released online, people started speculating and calling it a rape festival or a raping festival. And after watching these clips, I don't even blame them because it's not like that's the official name of the festival, nope. But that's exactly what it looks like. Because what else do you call a celebration or tradition where women are being chased and violated in broad daylight, all in the name of a festival? Now, from my little research, I got to understand that during the time of this festival, all the women had to stay indoors, and the festival holds for 7 days. That's 1 week. And during this 1 week, all women have to stay indoors. You're not to come out because if you come out, you whatever you see, you will get. You might get molested, assaulted, raped. I mean, just think about it for a second. Like, imagine being told to stay inside, not for your safety or not for something that you don't know, something unpredictable that might happen, but because of something you know will happen. So instead of stopping the violence, your solution becomes, oh, let's hide the women. And that's where I have a very serious problem. Because how are women just going out, going about their day in broad daylight, and they are being attacked, they are being assaulted, being molested? And I keep asking myself one question: why were they recording? If we have over 50, 100 men in those videos trying to overpower just one woman, why is your first instinct as a man to bring out your phone and start recording? Oga journalist, Mr. Reporter.
No girl do waka for the road. Any girl wey dey see for the outside like this now, rape and rape the girl. Like so many things don dey happen.
What? I keep asking myself, why didn't anybody step in? Why didn't they stop it? Because at that point, you're not just a bystander. You stood there, you watched it, you filmed it. You're clearly part of the problem. That's participation.
Now no girl dey outside like this.
And this is where I need to say something that people don't like hearing. Yeah, because anytime women say, "Oh, it's all men," some men start convulsing, some men get angry and say, "Oh no, it's not all men, it's some men." After watching videos like this, do you now see why women generalize? Do you now see why women say certain things out of fear? Because in some of these videos, I saw teenage boys, I saw older men, I saw men in their 20s, 30s, you name it, running excitedly, chasing these women with glee on their faces as if they are going to collect money. So when women say, "Oh, we are afraid," or when we generalize and say, "Oh, it's all men," do you see where we are coming from now? Do you see that we are actually speaking out of fear? Because in those videos, this is not one man. This is a crowd. We have dozens of men of different ages. It looks so normalized in that video, and that's how scary it is. You will not even believe what shocked me the most. After seeing videos like that, you would expect to come online and see maybe everybody is angry, fuming, of course. Oh no, I saw people defending it, saying, oh, well, it's our tradition. That is our culture. Culture demands that the women stay indoors. So why did they come out? It's their fault.
Oh, no. If they say indoor, you not go to hear. When I dey indoors, girls, so they don't, people don't get joy. Oh.
And of course, you will always have pick me women there. You will always have pick me shares there. Where you have men like this saying nonsense, there will always be at least one or two women upholding the culture. Odogunwai, well done. How do you say this when there is a school in Ozoro, Delta State? When people from different places, even foreigners, could be there and have no idea that something like this exists. And even if they did know, since when does this tradition become an excuse for violence? But I'm sorry to say there is no tradition on earth that should involve violence towards women or just violation of women, period. Because your culture is meant to preserve your identity. It is who you are, yes, but it's not meant to harm people. And the moment it starts doing that, where exactly is your culture? Should that culture exist? The moment your culture starts putting women at risk like this, I believe it should be abolished completely. And this is where it gets even deeper for me because I am a Nigerian woman. And there are cases like this that go ignored, unreported, or just dismissed. So whenever things like this come to light, we have to just realize that this is a reminder. This isn't just news. This is a reminder that our safety is not even guaranteed. It's a reminder that being a woman in Nigeria means you're always constantly checking your environment. You're always on your 10 toes. And the truth is, a lot of things like this don't even make it online. They often happen quietly because I don't even know how this thing has been happening for years, but I'm just hearing about it in 2026. And the fact that it still exists. The fact that things like this happen quietly is so scary. Because what kind of life is the Nigerian woman living, guy? What kind of life are we even living? Maybe life really live so. When society feels very unsafe for you. Now, I also want to say something. I personally believe that not every single person in that tribe is going to support this, their tradition or culture because I also saw a few tweets of people coming out and saying their experiences, saying they don't support it. Okay, I don't want us to turn this whole ordeal into a oh, Ozoro people are bad or Delta State people are evil. No, that's how real issues get lost. Our focus should be on accountability, on justice, on making sure things like this never happen. Okay, arrests have been made. Will this culture actually be abolished? Or will they just arrest them and then release them later on? Because at the end of the day, this is not about someone's culture. This is about somebody making a harmful choice and getting away with it. Because who even started this thing? I keep asking myself, who and why? Why did this thing start? Who started it? I would like to know that. That's what I would like to know. I don't have a perfect way to end this video. I am honestly just very tired. I'm angry and honestly I'm very disappointed because for the fact that in 2026 we are seeing things like this with clear video evidence and it just feels like not enough is being done to stop it. We cannot keep looking away because of, oh, well, this is how it's done. Just because something has always been done doesn't mean it isn't harmful. And honestly, it's quite scary that in 2026 we're still having conversations like this. Like, guy, women deserve to live without fear, without fear of being haunted, without being turned into victims, all in the name of some celebration, because those women are left with the trauma now. Everybody's going to move on and jump onto the next trend, but only they are left with the scars from that event or this ordeal, because this isn't even an event. More than anything, I feel like we need to start asking ourselves some harder questions because what type of society are we building if things like this can still happen?